video, and everyone's gonna be like, "Who's that? Who's that cool guy? He sounds super cool." You're gonna be like, "It's me." Sounds good. All right, cool.
All right, so I'll just wait for that.
All right. All right. So this is the game we have in Scratch for this cat. He's here. If you go to costumes, so the cat's selected. If you go to costumes, he has these different costumes, which we were able to upload by clicking on this. And then costumes. All right, so once you have those costumes set up for him, you can go to his code, and you have to do a forever loop. Otherwise, when clicked, if you're holding the up arrow, he'll move. We want when clicked forever, keep checking. So if I hold the up arrow, he's going to switch to costume up and upright, and then he's also going to change Y, which is the Y axis up and down. If down arrow keys pressed, switch costume to down right, so it goes like this, and change Y by -10. The same thing for right and left. All right, so that's that code. In this one also, what we did, we said when clicked, go to this position, which is around here. X location -164, Y location -112. So watch, when I click it, he always goes there. It's perfect. Set lives to 3. Well, how do you get lives? If you go to variables, you can make a variable like this. You click on make variable and you call it lives. We wanted lives for this sprite only. So you click OK if you're doing this. I already have it, so I'm not going to do that. And then you'll have a variable called lives. The first thing you want to do is grab this one and say set lives to 3, so that when the green flag is clicked, this guy will go to that position and lives will be worth 3. Then, forever, check if he's touching the butterfly. Now, the way you get a butterfly is you click this button, and it takes you to that same page where the costumes were. And you select, I selected this nasty, ugly butterfly, and then I shrank him. He's really ugly. And then right here, we shrank his size to 60. And then I'll show you the code for that guy also. But if touching butterfly, and touching is in sensing. So in control, you can find forever. Forever, you drag this one. If touching butterfly, you drag this one, and then you do if touching butterfly, which is in sensing. It says touching mouse pointer, but if you do this drop down, you get select any of the sprites. All right, if touching butterfly, change lives by -1. And then wait 1 second, that way it doesn't continue killing him. So up to that point, you can see if he touches him. And then I also did fancy stuff on the butterfly. That's like when he's doing that. All right, so we'll code this part next also. We'll talk about that. All right, if lives are less than 1, broadcast game over. So how do you get this thing? And notice these are both in the forever loop, but the if statements are not inside each other. You don't want to do that. That'll mess up your code. So back in control, you get the if statement, if, and then to get this less than symbol, you go to operators. If lives, so you drag this one and you change it to 1. And then in order to get lives, you go back to variables and you drag this, you drag this variable, lives, in here. So if lives are less than 1, broadcast game over. The way you do broadcast, that's going to be in events. You grab, towards the bottom, here it is, broadcast. If you grab this and drag it to where you want it, it's going to be there. And you click down here, you click new message, and you call it game over. Then, what we did was we created this sprite. So you click on this sprite, and actually what you do is you click here and go to paint. Instead of clicking on this one to choose one, go to Paint. When you go to Paint, it'll take you here. And what we did was we used this square to draw a background. We used the text to write game over. That's it. Super easy. Then in the game over code, when the green flag is clicked, hide. So this sprite right here, when I click this, he hides. Boop. When I receive game over, which is broadcasted when lives are less than 1, then show and stop all. So all the code's going to stop if you get game over. So there it is. 1, 2, and then broadcast message, show sprite, stop everything. Notice all the characters stopped. They're not moving anymore. Stop all is in control also. Stop all is here in control. Hide and show are in looks. Scroll down a little bit. You could also tell by the color. Show and hide. So they're purple, so it's going to be in purple. All right, let's code the butterfly. So, and if you are confused, just rewind this video. All right, let's code this butterfly. So this butterfly's code looks like this.
You sure would.
What's up? All right, here's what this code looks like. When clicked, forever move 10 steps. If touching edge, turn 180 degrees. So, to start off, this is important. This direction, the butterfly is going to be like this on your screen. This is how, when you add it, this is what it looks like. And so if you have this top code, forever move 10 steps. That means he's going to move 10 steps. If touching edge, turn 180 and then move 10 steps. If touching edge, and it's going to keep going. So it's going to look like this. But which I mean, you can do that. You can do that also. That's fine. But we wanted to have our first one moving up and down. So we selected this and moved it to up and down. Also, let me see if we have a start. No, we don't. All right, I'm going to do that right now. So notice the butterfly's right here. I don't want him there. I want him to start always when I click the green flag. I want him to start right about here. And so the way you do that is you go to motion. After you move him to where you want, and it's stopped. Those are the two things you need to do. Go to motion, and it says go to, and these positions are going to be wherever he's located. So watch, you'll see him change. Now it's 114 and -60. If I go over here, now it's 114 and -132. All right, so when the green flag is clicked, go to this position. So now I can like accidentally move him over here, but if I click the green flag, he always goes back. Which if I didn't have that code, he would just start moving from where he was. All right, that's how to get that guy moving. Now, this is if you want costumes. We're not going to go into that, but if you want, you could pause this code, this right here, the video right here, and costumes are here. We created these costumes, so all we did was add dots to him every time. To get him to look crazy. All right, so back in the code. Here's another code. I think these are the last two. So this is where you were, James. All right, it says, when I receive next level, so we don't have that coded yet, so just wait on that. It says, oh, I guess we have to do that next. All right, so we're gonna code for these guys. Now the frog represents a key, and you have to get the key and take it to the door to get to the next level. I'm going to pause my video. I think that might be why it's glitching. All right. So the frog represents a key. This guy represents the door. That's how you get to the next level. So if you go to frog, and remember you get the frog by going to choose sprite and clicking a frog or a key or something. And then the frog was too big, so we shrank him. The same thing for all these guys, we shrank them. All right, the frog's code. When clicked, go to 185 and 131. That's over here. Forever, if touching hero, go to hero. So watch what happens. Forever, if touching hero, boop, go to hero. So now he has it. Okay, so that's this code. We haven't coded for this yet. That's going to be in this guy. So same thing for this guy. You choose a sprite. We chose that. I just chose random actually. I went to surprise, which I'm not too happy about. This guy's not that cool. But I am going to make him eat the frog. That'll be fun. All right, so in this guy's code, when clicked, go to this position. So he's always here. Forever, if touching frog, broadcast next level. So as soon as he touches the frog, broadcast next level. Now what happens? Now here you, oh, and to do that, I told you that's in events. Yeah, that's in events. Events, broadcast, and then you just do the down arrow, go to new message, we did next level. So if touching frog, broadcast next level. When I receive next level, go to random position. That's in motion. And the same thing now for a frog. When I receive next level, go to random position. So watch what happens. I get the frog, boom, they go to random positions. And now you notice the butterflies are multiplying. That's what makes the game kind of fun. Whoa! I'm gonna die. All right. So in the butterflies, this is the last bit of code. When I receive next level, so when the butterfly receives next level, create a clone of myself. And you can tell by the color that's in control. Create a clone of myself. When I start as a clone, turn, and you could put whatever number you want here. I did pick a random number. That's in operators. So that means that we don't know what directions he's going to be going, but he's going to be bouncing back and forth between the screen at a random degree turn. And then forever move 10 steps. If touching edge, turn 180 degrees. And that's it. The code's done. What we're going to code next is how to destroy the butterflies and a next level, actually. That's what James wanted. So sounds good. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.